What is up, guys? Today we will be watching some replays while I tell some amazing stories. And we will watch this one against who's against Sale. Poor Sale doesn't know what's about to hit him. Anyway, when I was younger, I was more evil than even like God. Honestly, I was such a menace. No one even knew what to do with me. Basically, like in about year 4, we did maths tests. Yeah. Okay, maths test. You can picture what maths tests look like. Looking pretty mathsy. Basically, I was doing it. I sucked at maths. I had no idea at all what was going on. But pick it up, point to the sky, and there's some writing on the back. Turn over the back, and you're not gonna believe it. But the answers were there. The answers in the absolute way. Also, I had no idea what I'm doing in this game. These expos are really annoying. But I scribble it down. I got all the answers. I put all the answers. Then I hand it. Then no, I don't even hand it in. That's not even what happens. Then I'm like, I'm done. Everyone's done. The teacher's about to put the answers up on the board. Not on the board, but she had to read out the answer. Sorry. She realizes she doesn't have the answer sheet. She's like, where is the answer sheet? I knew I had the answer sheet. What such a rebel having the answer sheet. Um, but yeah, I had the answer sheet. And she had to print off a whole nother answer sheet. And this is the first time I got full marks. It was like 20%, 20%, 100%. Thing is, it didn't carry on. So next following week, didn't go. The answer sheet went back down to 20%. She was like kind of bizarre, but the one time it does well, it's the one time I didn't have the answer sheet. But they never caught on. Never ever did they catch on. Also, this was a really tough game. But battle that. Boom. Oh. Whereas like Specky Barbarians are actually kind of tough, but don't worry, my Scammy's got it. We'll just. Oh, I'm actually so gnarly, mate. I'm more gnarly than like John Cena. He thinks he's got my tower, but he's really not. Anyway, also what he did. This is a bit younger. This is probably 2, 3 years prior. I they were trying to give me carrots, and at the time I hated carrots. Um, couldn't stand them. And what I did is I said I'm allergic to carrots. But then they believed me. I was actually a liar. I'm actually such a bad man. But but yeah. And they didn't give me carrots anymore. Somehow I did. They did punish me a bit for this though. They kept on saying that I had a nut allergy. Also, that game was really, really bad. I had a nut allergy. As someone who doesn't have a nut allergy, I don't want to be seen as like inferior, sorry to all those who have nut allergies or any other allergies or any other thing, but I am well capable of eating nuts. And it was like, you have a nut allergy. You're trying to insist that I have a nut allergy. I don't have a nut allergy. It was honestly devastating news. Devastating news. I was in tears. I was absolutely in tears because they feel I have an allergy. Honestly, I had such a tough life. Also, I was a menace. Dennis the Menace, they call me. No. Clashatron the Menace. Clashatron was actually Satan. And yes, they called me Clashatron back in the day as well. What I also did though, is I figured out, you know how like most schools can like stop, um, they like stop like going on bad websites like YouTube and Facebook, you know. But I had figured out the workaround. What? You may be asking me, what was your school's workaround? What was it? It was easy. It was easy, I tell you. I don't know how no one discovered this until then, but I absolutely. Oh, this game's also. What we're gonna do? Instead of typing up YouTube and pressing YouTube, which wouldn't work, You just type up a YouTube video, and once you do that, you can just it'll be like a box with the screen that pops up, and then you just click the video and you're in. You're watching a video and you're watching the YouTube. I don't know how I didn't discover this, but I was actually a hacker. I was like the Matrix. I was just the movie The Matrix. Because they honestly didn't know what was coming. They didn't know what was coming. They were just in awe. I also I just won, you know. Everyone was always in awe of me. They were just like, wow. Ashton is such an evil fella. He always gets £3. They're like, if we go to get this guy playing Clash Royale, he'd be your best player ever. And as we know, I have one more replay, and I think another victory. I've been on a winning spree, but yeah, they just thought I was such a rebel. I was such a rebel. I was so tough, you know. I'd rock up to school in sunglasses. People wouldn't know what to do. They were like, "Oh my days, I wish I could be Clashatron when I grow up." And to be fair, that's valid. You know, I wish I could be Clashatron when I grew up too. Because Clashatron is life. Clashatron is power. Clashatron is Sigma. So exactly, I was a little devil. You know, do you know what else I did? I don't believe it. When they had the bowl, sometimes you do like a Halloween thing, and they'd be like, have one sweet. You know what I did? You know what I did? I took two. Yeah, you know it. Two sweets. Honestly, I don't know what hit him. They were more surprised than Joe Biden when he fell down those stairs. He didn't know what he was thinking. What about? Well, he never knows what he's thinking. Honestly, such a loser. Anyway, this game of Clash was just like nonchalant. I just nonchalantly win that witch. What do I even think I'm doing with that witch? That witch cannot contend my level 10 Buccaneer. And Buccaneer and Battle Ram is a surefire victory. Anyway, I hadn't yet played Clash Royale this time. So yeah. I hadn't played Clash Royale and they didn't know what to do. They didn't a Clash Royale without a Clash of Tron without Clash Royale, it's like a dog without his bone. What's he gonna do? Just go, whoop, whoop. You know? And when I discovered Clash Royale, and I was bad at that game too. Bad is just a word that describes me. I was bad, I was a rebel, and I thought outside the box. Honestly, I thought I could be the next Elon Musk. But now I don't want to be the next Elon Musk because he's a clear Nazi. Yeah, that's what I said about one. Anyway, I don't know what the Switch is doing. They're actually trying to absolutely devastate, and they think they can do anything about Black Knight, but they're not. You know, they're bad at this game. I'm bad. I'm bad in real life. So, just saying, they don't really know how to insert themselves into the dominance, which is the world of Clash of Clans. They will never beat me. They will never yield. They have to yield. I will never yield. They don't know what's coming. They don't know what to think. They don't know what to see. They don't know what to hear. They don't know what to do because they are stuck in the circular flow of Clash Royale. As Clash Royale descends upon them and the Clash of Tron puts his mighty order inside. They're like, wow, I actually am destroying. And there it is. There you have it. I almost got that tower, but IO7 didn't know what they were doing. Anyway, that's that cool. That's the end of my being a bad man ever. Well, I continued to be a little good boy. You're a good boy. So, I hope you enjoyed the little story. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!